Shalom and welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. This year is entitled Cheshbonot Shel Mitzvah, Part 2. The Gemara in Ketuvoth, Hey Amid Aleph, discussing what one may discuss on Shabbat, and it paskins that a person may go ahead and set up a tutor for his son to teach him a trade. The teaching of the trade won't apply on Shabbat, won't occur on Shabbat, but the arrangement between the father and the tutor will occur on Shabbat, where he'll talk to him and discuss to him the possibility of teaching him to be a coppersmith, any other kind of trade, whatever the conditions may be, whatever may be the right chinuch and the professional training for the son. And that's allowed even on Shabbat. This is quoted in Hilchot Shabbat in the Shulchan Aruch, and Bir Halacha writes, Kol Torah she'eni mamlecha sofa b'teilah v'gerer tavon, that one has a Torah without malacha, it can be very dangerous, come to stealing. And the Mishnah just writes that hopefully you continue to be a Ben Torah as well, because even when one has Torah without malacha, it's a problem. If one has malacha without Torah, it's also a problem. One needs both, the Bir Halacha says. So I'd just like to expand on this idea a bit. It's a very, very delicate topic, because it's not static in any way. Mamish changes from generation to generation. In one generation, teaching a child a trade could mean literally teaching a trade. Persons working in agriculture, and the majority of people generations ago, let's say, worked in agriculture. So it's very simple. At a certain age, whenever the child is ready, depending on his cognitive abilities, social abilities, and other factors, each kid according to his own age, so then he could now go into the farm, get up early in the morning and start learning how to work on the farm, harvest the land. In a society which is more of a, let's say, hands-on with other things, he's a coppersmith, he's working in the printing press, whatever it may be. So then there's another kind of training, and each training is going to take a different amount of time and years. Now, over the last few decades, even more than that, so in many societies, to go ahead and have a decent job, one may have to go ahead and go to school, learn math and science and English, and then he could go to a high school or a high level, a college, university, and then he'll be able to get a competitive job in the market. It really depends on each society what it means regarding teaching a child a trade. And this is not simple. Tefillin is fixed. Tzitzis is fixed. Lulav is fixed. We have a Masorah. We have all the written shilas. We have the oral Masorah. And it goes from generation to generation. There's always chidushim in terms of let's say there's a shortage in this kind of leather, that kind of leather, but the basic idea is more or less static from one generation to another one. But in terms of chinuch, teaching professional training, that really changes from generation to generation. And here in Eretz Yisrael, after the Holocaust, some focused very much on building up Torah, which is certainly understandable. On the other hand, the focus on the chinuch of the children for being able to make their own parnasah is crucial as well. Yes, there's a percentage of kids that could go ahead and become Rabbis, and they'll support themselves that way. That we pretty much hold one can support himself by teaching Torah. We rely on those opinions for various reasons, but the others who won't be Rabbis, that's not where they're going to go ahead and support themselves, so they need to have other kinds of training. Exactly what secular studies, at what age, and the high school age, college age, that could vary. And that could change from generation to generation and child to child. But the idea that there has to be some kind of professional training, that is a crucial idea that really must be in the heads of everyone in society, even knowing that it might change from one generation to another generation. Just in conclusion, in Daf Yomi In, the school that I'm involved in, that was one of the ideas that we started with. That's in the Haredi school, the Haredi world, or the Anglo-Haredi world, but in the Haredi world, where the kids have an identification with the Haredi world, wearing hats and jackets at bar mitzvah age, a certain identification, but still, the secular studies will be just about on the level, if not more sometimes, than Misrad HaChinuch, where it's taken very, very seriously, the secular studies, so that the children could go ahead and Yetz Hashem be top-notch, Tamid Chacham, Bal Midot, Derech, of course, and have the secular studies so that the different paths are available for them down the line, so they can make a Mechubad Parnasa as they are developing as B'nai Torah and Tamid Chachamim as well. Mitzvah Hashem, Klal Yisrael should be blessed with the insight to go ahead and fulfill the mitzvah in this daf today on Hey Amid Aleph, where it's clear that a parent has a responsibility to teach his children a trade, whatever that may mean, and give him the ability to become a Talmid Chacham and be mefarnis his family in a mechubad, respectful manner as well. Shalom.